My name is Victoria McKinney-Vareski. I'm the Executive Director of Keep Sound Minds. I really want to thank Pam Flaherty for helping us here and hosting this at Middlesex Community College.
My wife and I started Keep Sound Minds. My wife Danielle, it was her idea. We started it about 3.5 years ago after an incident that took our only 2 children that were killed, along with my sister-in-law, Marcy, and my daughter, Kaylee, and son, Shane. They died on 495 right here in Lowell, just a couple of miles from here, as a result of a misdiagnosed and relatively untreated severe mental illness, and that's what this seminar is about. We want to prevent similar incidents from happening to other people and to other families.
To me, the most important thing about working with or being with somebody with a mental illness is that you need to consider a person's quality of life. A mental illness should never define who somebody is. You don't have cancer and somebody call you a cancer, but you can have schizophrenia and someone will call you a schizophrenic. That the illness should never define somebody.
Stigma is, for me to say I'm, marrying somebody with a mental illness, that was my own thing that I had to get over and get through. So again, I think it is, a very normal reaction to not want to, to think that they're going to get better, to think that people are going to get better without intervention. And I think intervention is very important.
Control is a big thing with people who suffer from mental illness. You heard the story about a young man who came to, I think, Amy, and said he was paranoid. He was paranoid and he wanted to get some help, but he wanted to be there. He wanted to be there in the discussion. The number one reason is we have, as health professionals, if you take away the control, if you take the control that these people have been managing and been struggling with for a long time, if you take that control away, then basically you put them in a state of flux where they don't know what to do with themselves. So it's important that we always think about keeping and allowing the person or the client, to maintain dignity and maintain a measure of control. They've got to have control.
I was raised as a very nice, lovely, conservative New England girl. And we never, ever, ever talked about anybody who was funny. And funny could cover, anything from someone who had a developmental delay or had a mental illness or might be different sexually. So I am happy to be here tonight and talk about and break another stigma, because now I talk about all these things. Are there things that I can do to make things easier for you? What can I do when we're talking to the people who are resisting care? These are the things, this is how we communicate. This is, as we've said, their reality may be different from ours.